Hi guys, today we're going to be going over lesson 12 for second grade. So our first topic is two-digit addition. So let's go over our first example. It's number 1. We have 17 plus 16. Let's rewrite that over here and stack the numbers. 17 plus 16. So we're going to go over this step by step from the beginning of the basics of regrouping and all of that. So we're going to start with the ones place right here. We have 7 plus 6. So let's draw that out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's 13. If you count that up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But we can't fit 13 here because this is only the ones place. This should be one number, right? So let's group this into tens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this makes up 110. And then we have 3 ones left. So we're going to put our ones left, which is 3. We're going to move that over here. And then this group of tens will go right here. So we'll add a 1 right there. And then we're going to move over to the 10 section. We have 1 plus 1 plus 1. We have 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? So 1 plus 1 equals 2, and 2 plus 1 equals 3. So 17 plus 16 equals 33. So what you're doing is taking the ones place, which is 7 plus 6, and regrouping it, and then moving the 10 that you found from the 13 to here, and then putting the remaining ones in the ones place. Now let's do our second example. We have 37 plus 40. Again, we'll rewrite the question right here. Again, we're always going to be starting with the ones place. So we have the ones place right here. We have 7 plus 0, which is 7. We don't need to regroup because 7 is a single digit. And then we'll move on to the tens place, 3 plus 4, which equals 7 again. So we have 77. So that's essentially how you do two-digit addition. Now we'll move on to estimate addition. So our first example, which is number 2, we have 12 plus 15. So what we're going to do is take these two numbers and estimate them, round them up or down to the nearest 10. So if we have a number line right here, we have 20 here, and then 10 here. We'll do 15 right here. That'd be 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 16, 17, 18, 19. And then we have our two big numbers that we're going to be rounding to, which is 10 and 20. So we have 12 and 15 right here, right? So the cutoff is basically 15. From numbers from 15 up to 20, are they going to be rounded to 20? They're going to be rounded up. And then numbers from 10 or 14 to 10, they're going to be rounded down to 10. So they'll be rounded down. So let's find the numbers on the number line. We have 12 right here. 12 is right here. It's on the part where we're going to be rounding down. So 12 will be rounded down to 10. And then here we have 15. 15 is right here. Again, since 15 is the cutoff, it'll be rounded up to 20. So 15 is going to be rounded up to 20. So now we took 12 and 15. We're going to be rounding them up and down to 10 and 20. So now we're going to be adding 10 and 20 together. So we have the ones place, 0 plus 0, which equals 0, and then 1 plus 2, which equals 3. So the answer to this is 30. Let's do another one. We have 40 plus 44. Let's draw another number line. We're going to be stuck with 40 and 50, right? Because the numbers we're given are all greater than 40. 40 or greater, yeah. So let's do our number line. This will be 45. And then 46, 47, 48, 49. Okay, so now let's find the numbers 40 and 44. Again, this will be rounded down. Oops. This will be rounded down. And this will be rounded up to 50. And this will be rounded up to 40. So if we find the numbers, we have 40 and 44, right? 40 is right here, so 40 is obviously going to stay as 40. And then 44 is right here. It's in the part where we're going to be rounding down. So we're going to turn 44 into 40 also, because it's less than 45. If it's 45 or greater, it's going to be rounded to 50. If it's 44 or less, it'll be rounded down to 40. So now we're going to add 40 plus 40. And the 0 plus 0 equals 0, and the 4 plus 4 equals 8. So if we estimate this addition problem, we're going to get 40 plus 40 equals 80. Now let's do place value. We'll just do two short examples. We have 29 here. Again, this is the ones place, and this is the tens place. And the tens place is underlined, right? So the value of the 2 in the tens place is 20. Basically, what you're doing is you're going to take the underlined number and then replace all other numbers with 0. So we have 2, which is the underlined number, and then this 9 will become 0. So 20. We have number 10, which is 100 right here, and the first one is underlined. We have 3 place values here. So we have the ones place right here, tens place right here, and then the hundreds place right here. So we're going to replace all these numbers, all other numbers that are not underlined, with zeros. They're already zeros, so number 10, the place value, the value of the underlined one is 100. Okay, now lastly we're going to be going over word problems. Let's go over number 2. There were 35 pumpkins in a field. At the end of the day, there were 17 pumpkins left. How many pumpkins were picked? So we're starting off with 35. And then we have 17 at the end. Oops. And then we'll have to find how many were picked, which is this number right here. So because we're going from 35 to 17, we're going to have to subtract, right? Because we're getting a smaller number. And if the pumpkins were picked, they were being taken away from the field. So we're going to be subtracting a number to get 17. So to do this, we'll just invert the question and we'll replace 17 into this unknown line. And then this unknown line will go here. So going to make it 35 minus 17 equals unknown. So if we subtract, we'll basically regroup again. So we'll take 1 from the tens and then add it to the 5 right here. So 5 plus 10 equals 15. So this will become 15 minus 7, which equals 8. And then 2 minus 1 equals 18. So 18 pumpkins were picked. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, thank you.